Okay guys, I'm over here by the lifeguard station and I got a 6, and that's just an odd find for a 6. It's a nickel. Looks like fairly new. 2003. Yeah, 2003 tarnished nickel with a 6 on the Equinox. So far, lots of trash. Beautiful morning so far. I've been detecting for about 2 hours. Not too much footage so far. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to detect back to the car, and I'm going to go hit, take you up to a treasure beach. Take you up to a beach where there's a 1715 Spanish fleet wreck. And those beaches up there, you either find aluminum cans or good stuff. But we'll take a ride up that way, and I'll show you what that beach is like. But I did from the concession stand, which is 3 exits that way, and I didn't do any type of pattern. I just, there was nothing down in the wet sand. Wet sand is just mush right now. The sand is piling in, a lot of seaweed coming in. So I just I hit the 2 towel lines that they usually have here. There's one up high and then one down low, closer to where the seaweed is. So that's what I did. I don't know how much I pulled up. Probably maybe $1 and change so far. Bottle caps, that little piece of silver, and that's it so far. So I'll detect back to the car, and then I'll bring it to the next beach. See you in a bit. All right, on the way back to the car, we got a 25 here just underneath the dune line. Let's see what we got. Penny. 25. It's a penny, and it's a it's a wheatie. Go look at that. It's a wheat cent. Let's see, what year is that? I think it's a 1951, 51 or 31. Looks like 31. You guys could probably see it better than I can. It's either 51 or 31. Pretty cool. Never found a wheatie on this beach. Good stuff. Okay guys, I'm back at the car. Getting ready to head up. Let's see, it's going to be about 8-9 miles in the north direction. That's for one of the first treasure beaches. That's up a little bit north of our St. Lucie nuclear power plant. Here's a little bit what I'm using today. The Equinox for sure. RTG 6-inch aluminum beach scoop with the stainless steel digging edge on it. Not the macro pinpointer, and this is the pinpointer that has the interchangeable head where you can put the detecting fixture on it. My bounty hunter bag. I'm using the GoPro 7 Black, and my cell phone for photos. That's pretty much all I've got with me today. Okay, we're on our way. Probably another three miles to go, but this area here where I'm going through, right north of our power plant, in 1940s, 1942 area, this was all military training. This beach to my right here is Blind Creek Beach. It's a nude beach, which they just switched to a nude beach about 2 or 3 years ago. But this area is loaded with military artifacts. You can find bullets. You can find so many bullets you don't want to dig them no more. Canteens, spent shells, live ammunition. This whole area was used as a training ground for the military in 1942. So there's a little bit more history in the area that I live in. When we get up to the beach here, I'll tell you a little bit more about the shipwrecks. See you in a bit. Okay guys, this is the first treasure beach. This is Frederick Douglass. We're going to drive down here and I'll take you out. I don't know if I'm going to bring the detector out because I don't believe the conditions will be spectacular for treasure hunting today, but we'll come up here and just give you a peek. It looks like any other beach actually, but I'll give you a little history behind the wrecks. The best time to hunt these beaches is during a storm, after a hurricane, or after a northeaster comes through. And the winter months are probably the best. The summer months are mostly for the treasure dive boats. We may even see one out there. Season already started, end of April. So I'll take you out there right now and we'll take a look. See you in a bit. Wow, my battery's almost dead. Luckily I got another one in the car. But I'll do this until either the battery dies or I get finished. This is Frederick Douglass Beach. The next one up is John Brooks. A little bit north of that is Colored Beach. The reason they call it Colored Beach is pretty much all the colored stuff that they found on the beaches and stuff like that. A lot of people think it was a racial thing, but not. There's probably a lot more wrecks than I'm going to tell you, but the 1715 fleet back in 1715 in July ran into a hurricane. 12 ships heading to Spain were driving the Straits of Florida, following the currents, and they got caught in a hurricane. One ship made it to Spain, the other 11 were destroyed by the hurricane. Most of them are in 10 feet of water. After they hit the reefs, they broke apart and scattered all their gold and jewelry and whatever was on board. They say up to 1,500 people were killed. A lot of this area was encampments where the survivors stayed. They made their way to St. Augustine to tell about the wreck, and the rest is history. But there's no treasure boats out here today. Usually you'll see a treasure boat out here anchored, blowing holes and dive in the ballast piles. There's not much of the wood left from the wrecks, probably not any, but the anchors, the ballast piles, stuff like that, artifacts are found. And this beach during storms, this beach gets cut down and you can walk along here and find coins. As you can see here, there's an older cut. This is probably maybe a week old or so, but you can see where the turtle people, they come out and they look for turtle nests. You can see how mushy that sand is down there. So the sand is piling in. Not good conditions right now. But 6 of the ships have been found. There's 5 that are still not found. One of them is supposed to hold the Queen's jewels. If you've read about anything about these shipwrecks, in 2015, Jonah Martinez, the captain of the Capitana dive boat, probably about 30 miles north of here, found $6 million in coins, and their boat was parked no further than where these waves are crashing. So in less than 4 feet of water, they found, I think it was over 300 coins. And that was the big find. That was almost 300 years to the day of the sinking. But anyway, that's, it's a whole lot of nothing here. Like I said, you either find aluminum that's been washed in, or you find good stuff. It's just a whole lot of emptiness. Not really a big beach for sunbathing or anything like that. Fishermen do come here and go fishing, but not often. Off in the distance down there, you probably can't see it on the GoPro, there is a boat that looks like one of the dive boats anchored. But I'm not going up that far, so. Yeah, but there you have a little bit of history. On the channel that I'm building here, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give you history of the area, because there is so much to learn. And if you're ever on the Treasure Coast, look me up, or give me a holler if you need to know some place to hunt, if you want to find a treasure beach or something like that. But best time, like I said, is after a storm. If there's a hurricane coming and you got vacation time, come on down. Because you saw my earlier video, there's some of the stuff there that I found. Not a lot of it, but it's history. So anyway, I'm going to head off to another area to go do some detecting. And we'll talk to you in a bit. This is one of the historical plaques that are right here. You probably stop the video and read this if you like. It's just some more information about this this area. All right, here's what we got. This is where I'm at next. This is the Intracoastal waterway, just the other side of the ocean. And I'm going to search along here. This has all been redone in the I guess the last 5 years. About 7 or 8 years ago, I hunted this area. I've hunted it other times, but this was totally different. This seawall was not here, and there was no parking on this side. It was just like a road down to the water. And I hit an area, and I can't remember where the area is because it's so different. I hit an area here, and I found a coin spill. And it was all quarters. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was probably $30, close to $30 in quarters, all in a 4-foot area. So after I hunted that out, I was using the Sea Hunter at the time, and that's a deep machine. I don't know if anybody's ever used the Sea Hunter PI machine from Garrett. That thing will find a fish hook at 24 inches. And the only bad thing about it is you got to dig everything. But I'm going to hit this and see if maybe I missed something back then. But I did further searching after I found all those quarters, and I found a safe that was in a wooded area over here, which is now gone. But I believe that safe was stolen from somebody, and whoever broke it open dropped maybe a bag of coins or something. And that's what I came up with. So if not, it's a good story anyway. But that's what I think happened. So anyway, I'm gonna hit this area. If I find anything, I'll post it. Okay, I'm back in the car, getting ready to go to another beach. The camera quit working on me. I had to come back to the car, take the battery out, put it back in, and now it's working again. Anybody have a problem with their GoPro 7 Black? I'm doing that. It's awfully hot on the top of the camera. But anyway, we'll figure that later. I did find a dime. I think I recorded the dime, and then down by that tree right down there, I found 2 quarters. But I just did this area here. This is where I found all that change that few years back. So that's that, and we'll head off to the next beach. I believe I'm going to Dolman Beach now. That's a pretty active beach, so we'll see what's going on there. Okay, this is Dolman Beach. I don't know if you can see straight out there, there's a dolphin right in the surf. He just came up. I don't know where he's going now. But yeah, just a couple of beaches up. Look at the difference here. Look at the cut on this beach. This was cut probably about a month ago and washed out. So where I'm standing, the beach was over my head. So it was cut up here, and then it was cut again a little bit down here, and just I'm going to give this beach a try and see what we find. I don't know if this is not hunted that much, so I'll check it out. It's a popular beach, but we'll see what we find. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got a 13 right here. Second scoop, and it's in the scoop. Let's see what we got. 13 solid. And we got a nickel, I believe. Yep. Shiny Jefferson. 1986. 1986 Jefferson nickel. Let's get to the next one. All right, guys, I'm back at the house. This is the wrap-up of today's hunt. Multiple beaches. My battery went dead out in the middle. Then I couldn't get the camera to work, so there's a lot of digs that you didn't get to see. But I'll just go through what we got here. Wound up with $2.25, oldest being 1978. This one here being a Corona quarter. You know what that means? It's the year of the bat, 2020. We all want that year to go away. 4 nickels, 12 dimes. I thought one was silver, this one here, but it's not. It's not even near silver. It's a 97, but it sure did feel like silver and look like silver. We got 12 pennies. Best penny out of the bunch, 1951 Wheatie. As you can see, it's in pretty good shape too. Beer of the day, Corona. A few pull tabs, a little screw, which drove me nuts trying to find that. And the jewelry for the day, the little silver heart. It's definitely silver. Not much of silver. It's probably not even worth. It's probably worth less than a penny. But that was the hunt for the day. So now I'm going to try to edit the videos and see how that goes. I hope you enjoyed the hunt. Hope you enjoyed the little bit of history I told you guys about. And you know, if you're interested in that stuff, let me know, and I'll do more on that and get out there and do some more detecting. Also, quick thing: if you guys are interested in the Treasure Coast and metal detecting the Treasure Coast, my buddy Terry Shannon just put this book out on Amazon. It's an awesome book. It's a quick read. And he teaches you a lot of the tricks. You know, Terry's been doing this for lots of years. He's got, check out his channel on YouTube, Terry Shannon. It's under his name, and look at some of his finds. He's got some really cool stuff. So anyway, that's what we got for the day, and I will get a video up here shortly, and hope you like it. For now, Bernie signing off, and we'll catch you on the next hunt.